But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that fast.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
2nd and 9 at the Lions' 32-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A throw out wide to QT, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's now 3-0 Texans. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Man, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right. It's caught inside the 25. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one, and even 50 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kiki QT with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Detroit. And even 50 yards. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Stafford. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
250.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And the decision to bring it out. It's going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
It got his man complete. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT, 82 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing is Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
From the 50, it's Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Stafford eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, and this one's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, Stafford. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. coming up at halftime. I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. The 30, 10, touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans push further out in front.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Matt Breida, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Yeah, this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, 3rd and long. Watson now to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. He's got a man, complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden, because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his second touchdown there. They begin the drive with Johnson. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Set, 180. 52. God, not ready. Hey, 22.
On 3rd down, Stafford flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Fielded just inside the 30. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear
that is
by the time
one
we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
We're set, 19. 52's the mic. All day, punk.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's Brian Anger now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They go back to Grant, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. They run the counter. Grant. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On first down, it's Grant. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Play action. Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
After the interception, here's Watson. Open man is Uzama. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
First down.
Here we go. Hey, watch it. In the car.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT in the game. Instead, 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. That's caught out wide by Stills. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Reed. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second and 11 now. Watson, and got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. That's fielded in the end zone. Nifty move. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well-coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Stafford on 3rd down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. From the 50, Stafford. Screen play, Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Nothing there, no gain, and now